Hey guys, welcome to this new video. As you can see in the background, my new boards finally arrived and I'm at the Grosses Meer. And I'm going to make this short because the wind is not supposed to last for too long, only 2 to 3 hours. And the goal will be to test this board today. First test, so pretty exciting. So shit, I just realized I forgot the bag with all the straps, the foot straps for the new board. But fortunately, I always have some spare old ones in the car, which is pretty fortunate, otherwise I couldn't go surfing now. So yeah, I think that's how I like to do it. The forward strap I like to put relatively far to the front. I use the second to forward screw or hole. And in the back I like to get the pressure more on the fin, so I use the second one from the back. And yeah, I will try this for a first test today, and if I need to adjust I will see. Alright, straps are mounted. Now the mast foot. Usually for regular slalom, if it's not extremely flat but also not extremely choppy, I like to put the mast foot about here so that this square is just visible. And yeah, for me this gives me a good balance between control and speed, because if you put it too far forward you will get more control as the board will ride flatter, but you will lose a little bit of speed as more water is touching the water, as more board is touching the water, so to say. And if you put it too far back with too much power, the board will start tail walking, and this will also not increase your speed, of course. And this spot is very flat, so today I will use wheat fin, which are not my favorite fins, because especially in the bigger sizes they don't generate as much lift as the smaller ones. But yeah, this spot is very flat, so I think everything about a 32 centimeter, which this fin is no good here. Here we are, ready to go. Wind is looking quite good actually, and I decided to rig 7.0. And yeah, I'm super excited to see how this board is going. Let's go. Not so nice, because with this wind direction it's only the short part of the leg that you can go, so you have to drive every 300 meters and you cannot really gain speed or go upward much. Yeah, it's better with another direction here, but first time for me with this direction. Alright, first session done with the 115, and I have to say it's pretty great. The tail is quite wide, so I can get a lot of power on the tail. Of course, with the wheat fin I have to be careful not to put too much power on the tail, but the speed was pretty great, around 33 knots in this short runs with a lot of chop, so I'm happy with that. And the jibes are just amazing on this board. So I just got back And here's the foot straps I've been missing. Stupid me. So now I'm gonna switch the foot straps. And yeah, while I'm doing that, some final thoughts on the board. Actually, I've owned this board last year. The 2019 board was the same shape, just the colors changed this year, but last year I didn't get a chance to ride the board very much. I think I've only been out 2 or 3 times with the board. So I'm very happy I got the board again this year, because the 2 sessions I did last year, I was really happy with the board. Of course, full disclosure, I'm sponsored by Fanatic, but I wouldn't be riding these boards if I wasn't happy with them. And just an example, I've owned this board on the very left, the Falcon Speed 48, for I think 5 or 6 years now, and the board is from 2007, and I didn't have any issues with the quality. It's still in perfect shape, and I've had different boards where I cannot say the same. So first of all, I'm very happy with this year's design again. I really like the red Falcons. Last year I think the grey Falcons, they were alright, but they were not really to my tasting, so I'm very happy the red is back. We even got some pink now, right here. And yeah, I also like this very black underwater part of the board. So I believe what's been changing the most in the bigger sizes on the slalom boards in the last years is the tail. The board's got a lot of volume in the tail now, and they are quite much thicker than older slalom boards. And I think that's a very good thing, because on the one hand, it gives you more power when starting to plane and out of the jibe. But on the other hand, to counter that, you really have not that much surface area in the back, which keeps your top speed very high, because you have these big cutouts that are going almost to the front of the fin box. You have a very free area on the back. Of course, you need fins that generate a lot of lift with this. And yeah, that's what I think made the slalom boards very fast on the overall slalom course in the last few years. And also we see the speeds on these boards rising now. With this board, with the 114 2 years ago, I did I think 37 knots top speed, which I couldn't do before. So the board is very flat in the tail, and on the front we have a little bit of a double concave, just slightly. Yeah, this double concave helps a little bit in the chop to make the ride smoother. And the flat back, this is where you're mostly flying on and generate the speed. I take out the straps and then I will weigh the board to see how heavy it actually is. Alright, let's check the weight. 82.3. And now with the board. Hold up. 89.1. So that makes it 6.8 kilograms, which is actually exactly what they say on the website, because I believe there it says 6.82 kilograms, and these weights are usually plus minus 5%. So yeah, my board is exactly on these 6.8 kilogram, which is pretty decent, I think. So that's it for the first impression of the Fanatic Falcon. This is not a real test yet, because only 1 session with a wheat fin. I cannot really tell too much, but I hope I get the chance to ride the board again very soon. And yeah, then I will give you my final impression of the Falcon 115. And don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you like this kind of content, and see you next time.